Alright, hello, this is the Faithin. Welcome to my channel. This is my first video with an actual computer, so hopefully it's a little bit better. I'm not sure if it'll be better, but I'm hoping it's better. So, I used to watch a lot of Leafy's here and a lot of Luna, so I thought I'd do like a bit of a story time video about the worst customer I've ever dealt with. And, yeah, hopefully you like it. So it starts off right, Saturday morning, I've gone to work, still so early, I'm half awake, and I just got this bucket of water, hot water, right, and I'm just cleaning this fridge, I'm currently cleaning this door, right, it's nothing too much, it's just part of my ordinary day, and right next to this fridge is the counter, and my boss is serving a lady, and well, if you close your eyes for 1 second, close your eyes, think of a Karen. But British. Yeah, that's exactly what she looked like. She was just a Karen. That's the only way I can describe her. And either way, right? So she's just nagging, like she's so boring. I'm not even listening to her. I'm not talking to her. I'm just in the background to her. And even what I can hear is just making me want to go to sleep even more. Right. So she asked for something that's in the fridge. So my boss, right, he just goes, "Excuse me, Nathan," and I move out the way and whatever, and he walks into the fridge, and as I'm cleaning this door, right, of course I got my hand in the air, I'm at the top of the door, and I'm doing little circular motions, right, cleaning the fucking door. I should not have sweared, but sorry. So either way, I was cleaning the door, and of course I'm doing little circular motions, so my shoulder is moving, right? You understand how my shoulder is moving? It's pretty obvious. It's so obvious that I'm moving my shoulder so I can wipe the door down. Yet this woman goes, "Who the hell do you think you are?" I go, "Pardon? Who do you think you are?" Shrugging off your boss. And I was so brain dead. I was like what I said, I was half asleep. I had no idea what this woman was on about. She said I was being rude to my boss, and I've not even spoken to her. I didn't even say anything to my boss, I think I just moved out the way. And I was like, "Pardon?" It's like shrugging your boss off. And at the time, I did not know that she saw me rubbing the door, and she thought that I was shrugging my boss off. So I had no idea why she was getting angry at me. And I've been working at the job for like a year now, and I've never dealt with customers since you need to learn all the meat types if you actually want to be a serving butcher. I'm just like Saturday job sort of thing, so I never deal with customers. So this is like one of my first deals with a customer, and then she's already having a go at me, and I've literally done nothing. Well, technically I did do something, but it was obvious my intentions were not to shrug off my boss. I was just doing my job. And she goes, first of all, you know what a Karen does? She brings up how less I am. She talks about how much better she is, and how worse I am to her. She talked about how her job makes an actual person, saying, she said, if I done out of my job, which you could not, she said I could not get a job. So she's bragging about herself, wants to put me down. So she said, if you done out of my job, which you cannot get, you would be fired immediately for shrugging off your boss, for being rude to your boss. Okay, so she's already belittling me. She's talking about how she has a better job. I go, okay. I'm just agreeing with her. I'm speechless. I don't know what this bitch wants from me. And then she goes, "Yeah, in fact, if I was your boss, I would fire you right now." So then she's trying to fire me, and also my boss is hearing this at the same time, but he doesn't really care either. He's just letting her have a go at me. Which, well, thanks, really. Yeah. And of course, well, she is a 5'2" woman, and I'm 6 foot. So if she threatens me, I'm not going to take her seriously, alright? But what she does, the way she tries to get me feel intimidated by her, she brings up her husband. She says, my husband was here and he saw you being this rude to your boss, he would probably hit you or at least have a go at you. So she's one thing, I kind of feel bad for her husband, like, do you have to sleep with that cow? And also, it's just so confusing. And she said how if she was my boss, she would fire me and hit me. She's having all this fucking go at me. I don't understand. It's just so confusing. And either way, as I'm saying, I'm a bit anxious. I've not spoken to many people before at work, or not many customers, and the first customer has been a dickhead to me. So I was a bit anxious, and I was like, pardon? And I said, and then, yeah, I think it happened like 3 or 4 months ago. And I said, I just do what my boss pays me to do. And then she goes, yeah, well, you shouldn't be paid for the way you work. Yes, I brought up money. I definitely brought up money. And she said how I should not be paid. And I said, as long as I'm paid in food, I'm fine. Because I was trying to make a joke out of this. I don't understand why I tried to relate my job to being paid in food. But I just tried to make it seem funny. I tried to lighten this argument off. And either way, she did not. So I kind of feel like a fool, but at the time, I had no idea what was going on, and my first initial reaction was, I do what I get paid to, because that's what this Karen's on about. And then I relate pay to food, because I'm always hungry. Yeah, fortunately, I just ignored her a bit more after that, and then she continued to be a Karen to me, even though I accidentally shrugged my boss when I was wiping the door down. Yeah, that's the weirdest. Even in out of work, it's probably the rudest person I've ever dealt with. Like, first of all, okay, that's the story. Now let's get to the end. So first of all, she had nothing to do with me. I was minding my own business. So she, as a Karen, she intervenes. She interrupts me. She just disturbs my peace. And then number 2. She threatens me with saying if she was my boss, she would beat me. If she had her husband, she would threaten me. And then, yeah, she basically threatened me without saying it. She never threatened me, but she said if my husband was here, he would threaten. Or if she was my boss, then she would threaten me. But she never directly said it, but she said other people would. So she basically did. And then thirdly, just leave me alone. It's obvious. How can you be that stupid to think I was shagging off my boss when I was wiping the door down? What an idiot. Oh my god, it's making me facepalm. Right. I'm surprised I'm actually stretched that story out to 8 minutes, and I recorded this a few times. I managed to get it right eventually. Kind of proud of that. Bit of a round of applause for me. Thank you. If you had any Karens or any strange, bizarre experiences with customers or anything, sure, hell, tell me. I may read it. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe because I'm desperate, and like because I'm insecure. This is the Faithin. Hope you watched and liked it, and see ya.
Fucked up in my brain dead t-shirt. I just spent $1,000 on t-shirts. I don't even smoke like that. My girlfriend always smell like reefer. I dropped out, fuck all my teachers. Shout out to Miss Childress.